Listen, let's talk basketball. I don't want no intros today. We don't need the big smoke, big chimney. I just want to talk basketball. It's been a while.
We're getting straight into it.
Straight into it. It's B9 with the 9 to my left. At your inconvenience, big smoke, big chimney case. And we're on mic. So let's talk about playoffs.
Yeah.
It's been very interesting, I would say.
Do you know what? Yeah, I feel like every prediction that we've made throughout this whole season has been good.
Yeah.
Post-season predictions,
it's been trash.
I feel like they've gone out the window.
Yeah. Because it's one of them things. But playoffs, like I think you've said it numerous times. If you go back and check the stats on all our videos, you've said playoffs is a different beast. It's a different animal. It's completely different. That you see that animal there. Because remember, it's like you're playing an intense game 7 times, possibly. And you're going home, away. If you lose at home, your mindset has to reset because you shouldn't lose at home. Do you get it?
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't lose at home. But once you get slapped at home, you go from supposing to be 2 up to 1-1. Then you've got to try and get a win away. And then if you get that win away, it's like, yeah. Then if you lose, do you get it? It's like now you have to go back and defend. So it's different. The mentality there is different. Whereas in the regular season, you kind of just go in with the flow. You build rhythm. You go from game to game. There's no real challenge.
There's more time. Like you said in the postseason, you have 82 games to make it into the playoffs. With the playoffs, you've got each round is best of 7. So that you don't have that much time. Before you know it, you're 3-1 down. Yeah. And you're thinking to yourself, how did this happen? We have to pick it up. Yeah. If you lose again,
that's it, you're out.
You're done.
Yeah, 3-1's a hole. 3-1's a big hole.
You're done.
Do you get it? Like, because you have to win 4 games in a row. Whereas the other team only have to win 1. So once you get to that 3-1, like, okay, cool, look at your boy. Well, not your boy. Look at your man's Kyrie.
He hit my boy. He's up against my boy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Shout out Gray though, because Gray's Gray. That's your man. We tried to tell you. We tried to tell you, Gray. You didn't want to listen. But look at Kyrie. You know what I mean?
He's up against my MVP.
Oh, Giannis wins MVP for you.
He's up against my MVP.
I thought you picked Harden.
No.
Okay, you did say Giannis. You were sitting over there.
Yeah, I remember, it was when we was talking about between Harden and Westbrook, if I'd want the plus 30 or the triple double.
Yeah. Okay.
I picked Harden.
Okay, cool.
I was saying Giannis, George before.
He told off.
Before All-Stars, George, and obviously Harden.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But for me, Giannis.
Alright, cool. Let's work backwards. I just want to, piggyback off that player you just mentioned there.
Let's go.
OKC, first round, exit again.
Well, what happened?
Let's talk about it.
What happened, bruv? To be honest with you, like I was saying in the group, but men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And the numbers and the statistics are that since KD left, OKC have gone out first round.
The last 4 years?
3.
3 years, yeah.
Last 3 years, they've gone out first round.
Yep, you're not there.
So what's happening there? We looked at the change that happened in at TO, at Raptors.
Yeah.
Where they broke it up. Kawhi and DeMar and DeRozan.
Yeah.
They broke it up. They said it's not working. Every season we'll get into the playoffs.
Conference finals.
Not every season.
But they've been there twice.
They'll get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
And they kept on coming up against LeBron James.
Yeah.
And he just kept on tearing the house down. Tearing the house down.
4 O's.
So they said, yo, we need to change it. Now T.O., they're looking like they're surprising me. I didn't think Philly, I thought the road was going to end at Philly.
Yeah. It looked like it when it went 2-1 up.
I thought, no, from when the draw happened, I was like, okay, cool. Once they won that first round, they come up against Philly. So it's not going to happen. Remember, I was saying that Kawhi...
Because the Sixers look good, though. That's
I was saying Kawhi is going to carry T.O. on his back. I didn't know if he had a big back like LeBron. He's looking like he's got a big back right now.
For sure.
So what I'm thinking is, with OKC, obviously they've given Russ that contract. I'm thinking, do you cut your ties?
Let me tell you an interesting stat. Yeah, in the last about, I'll say 20.
20 games.
20 years.
20 years.
There's only been 2 point guards that have led their team to a championship. Do you know who they are?
What are you talking about throughout the whole?
As in led their team to an actual trophy.
So Wade.
No, Wade's not a point guard. He's a shooting guard.
He's a shooting guard, isn't it? Point guard.
Point guard. Steph Curry and Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, is it?
And that's 2 decades. Yeah.
That's
check
decade,
it.
That's decades.
Yeah, decades apart. Yeah, check it. If you check it, the best player on the team's either been a power forward, small forward, or centre. If you check it. Do you get it? So, okay, cool. We even do it. Last year, who was the best player?
KD.
Right. The year before that, who was the best player? KD. The year before that, who was the best player?
LeBron.
Right. Then you have the year that Steph Curry was the best player.
Yeah.
The year before that, who was the best player? Who won? It was
That was LeBron.
LeBron win the year before that. At Miami. No, he lost at Miami.
They lost that one to
Spurs. Right.
Kawhi.
Who again?
Kawhi.
So if you keep going back, you will see there's no point guards. So undersized point guards, I should say as well. On top of that, so if you now look, you're proper raking your brain in. There's been no point guards. So if you now look at Russell Westbrook, who is a point guard, undersized, and plays the way he plays, you're not going to win.
Alright, so okay, do you know what? Yeah. So what about obviously with Spurs?
Yeah.
You had Tim Duncan and Tony Parker.
But Tim Duncan's the best player on the team.
But you had Tim Duncan.
But Tim Duncan's the best player, and Tony Parker wasn't the standout leader. Remember, that was a system. That was a system team. You had Tony Parker, Ginobili, and Tim Duncan, and Tim Duncan was the best player in the series.
Yeah, it's a fact, but
Tony Parker did not lead them. You see now, because I tried to use that angle because someone told me.
Yes.
So I'm only regurgitating what they said. Someone told me, right, point guards hardly ever lead their team to the promised land.
Yeah.
And it's true. Because if you're gonna,
I'm proper going back. On
yeah, but it's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because look, if you go back to any time the Spurs won, it was David Robertson, the Admiral.
Yeah. And it was
then
at
Tim.
first it was David Robertson and Tim.
Yeah.
And then Tony came.
Yeah.
Nobody as well.
But then Tony Parker wasn't the standout leader. Remember, he was a piece player. He was supposed to be a bench player, but ended up being really good through coaching.
Because Manny was actually a starter. And then Pop changed the system and made him come off the bench.
All right, look at this. Utah, who's their best player?
I'm gonna say Donovan, isn't it?
Where does he play?
Not point.
It's a shoot. So Rubio, but obviously because Rubio's there. But yeah. But then and when I was thinking, well, that's actually quite true. So with Westbrook, either you get rid of.
So you're saying Kyrie didn't.
I mean, the proof's in the pudding. He asked for his own team. And has he led them?
Nah, he's not leading them.
This is my thing.
He's not leading them.
Whoever told me that wasn't lying. I never deeped it. I was thinking, right, because he basically listened to the podcast now and he was like, oh yeah, have you guys realised how point guards never really led their thing apart from Steph Curry and Isaiah Thomas?
That's decades.
And I was the one that brought up Steph Curry. He forgot about Steph Curry, but that's decades apart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with Westbrook, it's a conundrum because he is OKC, but are you going to win with Westbrook? And I feel it's so harsh on Westbrook because he doesn't cheat you with effort.
He's giving you blood, sweat, and tears
all the time. But bro, some of the plays he does is like you must watch tape and you must know that is not like if you're 15 up.
Do you know what? You see with Westbrook, you see why it frustrates me watching OKC. Sometimes it's like what Harden does as well. At Houston, bro. When they're cold, them men still shoot.
Yeah, they don't care.
They still shoot. Westbrook will rush. They'll be down 13. Westbrook's like, okay, cool. I'm taking the next 5 shots.
Yeah.
Anywhere. Kyrie does it as well at Boston.
Mm-hmm.
They could be down just by 4. Kyrie's like, I'm taking the next shots. He'll take bad shots. Miss. I was seeing the stats the other day. They were saying he's 19 and 62.
Yeah, from 3. That's poor. It's poor. I read that today, in fact.
Not 3, but just field goal attempts.
And he field goal attempts.
Yeah, 19 and 62.
And his response was, I took 22 shots today, but the way I look at it, I should have taken 30.
Bruv.
What a response. What a response.
Man.
But this is what I'm saying. Because with you made the point as well, because sometimes they'll be up by 15.
Yeah.
And he was still shooting 15 seconds. you're up 15. Use the clock to the last second.
That's why I like watching Chris Paul, man. He makes smart plays. He makes smart decisions.
Because he's thinking all the time. Blue, one thing I've learned, yeah, and I always refer back to me coaching, yeah, is how much the brain and the mental side of sport is so slept on. Because some things you do instinctively, you know what I mean? Because you get muscle memory.
But do you know what though?
But thinking the game, not a lot of players can just think the game constantly the whole way
This is
through.
the thing though. See, with the OKC situation, when Westbrook will be off and Schroeder's on and he's still got Paul George, they tried to make better plays to get people into better positions to make those shots. But I feel like, honestly, if Paul George's shoulder wasn't injured, I do think they would have got through.
Okay.
I do believe that. But I feel like they needed a fit Paul George to make it. Without a fit Paul George, you're
They lost 4-2, no?
yeah, but nah. I reckon Paul, bruv, I'm not going to lie to you. Blazers, they should have made it past the first round. Dame time, I love Dame. I love me some Dame, watching Dame. CJ, I love it. They're balling.
They're getting their ass kicked now, though. By them Nuggets.
This is what I'm saying. They should have.
Before we even get to Blazers, because obviously the Blazers won.
Yeah,
so
but they beat OKC.
Quick question. Yeah, exactly, yeah. So that's what I was going to say. Can you win with Russell Westbrook being the star player on your team? The leader of the team?
No. And when they got to the final, who else was on their team? KD?
Yeah, it's true. Conference finals, which it's a toss-up because there's no real blame to anyone, but...
When they got to the finals, who was on the team?
KD.
Have they been back to the finals?
Harden. Ibaka.
Have they been back to the finals?
Nope.
Okay. Doesn't make a difference then, does it?
So what do you do? Because that's like, before we even move to the Blazers who knocked them out.
Yeah.
What do you do then? Like, what's your play next year? I know, like, obviously, we've got to put about up until June before we take you know...
June 9th, isn't it?
June 9th.
For whatever it is.
What do you do
to
with
forward?
OKC?
To move forward?
Yeah.
To get them past that first round?
Yeah. Well, we're thinking, you think championship, but to get them past the first round or to put them in a better position to win, what do you do with OKC?